Hello, everybody. Happy week. This is somewhat the beginning of a new week, a fabulous week, a wonderful week. And you can proclaim that because that's what you've decided it will be. And if that's what you decided it will be, that's the way you will approach it. So happy, good new week. I'm Chaz Shepherd. I want to thank you so much for your support. Those of you who've been listening to the radio and writing my MySpace page and let me know that you really enjoy the music and that you appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. It makes me feel wonderful. Now, every week, at least for a while, I'll be putting a video together for my MySpace so you can hear the answers to the questions that you've been having, or some responses to some of the comments that you write, or some of the messages that you send me. What's been going on is I have signed to a new independent label called the PRK Group. Those of you who want to know what's going on with your project, this is what's going on. This is what has happened. Start with what's happened. I signed to the PRK Group. It is a new independent label based out of Los Angeles, headed by Precious Raquel King, PRK Group. And so she has been someone who's been in my corner for a long time, for years. She was a friend, then she became manager, and then she was elevated and elevated herself. And with the help of others, supporting her, she was able to bring herself to being the executive and chief officer of the PRK Group, which is a label. So of course now she's not my manager, but she is the head of the label. I do, however, have a new manager to take that place and fill that role. She has been backing this project. Most of the songs that are on my album were songs that were done a while ago, and some are new, but she's been pushing for those songs for a while. So that's the label that I'm signed to out of Los Angeles. We had some great beginner success. Thank you, Steve Harvey, for being such a great inspiration and such a great supporter to me and to this project. A lot of you have heard Chemical Reaction and By My Side on that station, among other great stations out of South Carolina, out of Columbia, goodness, here in LA, where I am right now, and syndicated shows you've been able to hear in New York, a number of places down south, Jackson, Mississippi, all over. So I really appreciate the radio stations that have played my music and have been supporting the new guy. But you guys have been able to hear it on those stations, and that's how I guess the popularity started growing with the MySpace. So we had some great beginner success. You were able to hear the records. We did some great promotion gigs and appearances. Performed for the UNCF, which was awesome. They had a showing of their Parade of Stars, or they now call it the Evening with the Stars. I performed for that. Got to perform for the National Association of Black Journalists. Pre-inauguration party, night before the inauguration, was wonderful. From what I hear, I'm invited to come and do their national convention, which they're really known for, once a year. Hopefully that still happens. Was able to perform among one of my favorite singers, soul singers of all time, Rasan Patterson and Solange and myself. We performed for Battle of the Bands. I believe that was in Carson. A number of great things we've been able to do during the time that normally you'd be doing the chitlin circuit. So I performed a lot, and things were getting off the ground. Now the project is at a standstill. I want to know what's happening with that. The reason is the new independent label, of course, always needs distribution. And so we've come close. PRK has come close to some wonderful situations, negotiated some good deals. At the end of the day, they didn't happen. So now, here we are in a similar situation with a lot of you other artists who've been in this situation where you need distribution, and not just distribution, but distribution appropriately, respectfully, and effectively. Do you want your project distributed? And that's what PRK is working toward. So there are offers, but not just any offer is a good offer. Just because it's an offer doesn't mean that it should be taken. And so Precious Raquel King is a visionary with high goals. So she doesn't get so excited about every little thing. She appreciates it, but what she would like is for the best thing. And so that's what she's going to go for, just like we should be going for in our lives, our best lives, our best selves. Not just a C, but if you can get an A, why not? Okay, so we're going for that A deal. And so I am patient right now, and I'm waiting. And what I'm doing in the meantime, in between time, is perfecting my craft and getting better at what I do. A man told me one time, he said he was a producer for Aaron Spelling, and out of nowhere, we were working in the session, and the man said, yo, never chase the money. Perfect your craft. The money will come. My new manager, Dorsey Fuller is his name, he says, money is the byproduct of your passion. So if you perfect yourself and get better with yourself, automatically God's law is that things will start to open, but things start opening because you have opened yourself to being better and not waiting on something to come to you. But while you are in a sense waiting, you're not just waiting, you're building yourself. And so that's what I'm doing in the meantime. In between time, trying to produce and write songs for other artists. I would like to get on other artists' records and be a part of their projects and share with them their projects.